Hi, I'm Sæunn. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today I'm going to guide you through a short little sequence that usually helps me that time of the month when I'm all achy and crampy and cranky. Yeah, period pains, man. They suck. Anyway, this sequence normally helps me. So does chocolate. But movement can be pretty good too. Anyway, you might want to grab a hold of a bolster or a couple of pillows, preferably some firm ones if you've got them, and then maybe a blanket that's folded up. I'm not going to do an awful lot of talking today because it's just nice to get a bit of peace and quiet, isn't it? Yeah, so let's move, shall we? So we're going to start in a tabletop with a couple of cat-cows. So bring the knees underneath the hips, the hands underneath the shoulders. And then on the inhale, starting to slowly draw a line with the nose, gently opening the chest forward, arching through the back. On the exhale, gently tucking the tailbone, sending this rippling effect through the spine, rounding the back. Inhaling to gently open it forward. Exhaling to round. Slow and steady. Inhaling to open, gently drawing the shoulders back. Exhaling to round. Keep that movement going. Just at your own pace. In tune with your own breath. Maybe you want to stick with this movement. Maybe you're going to start to draw some circles with the rib cage, taking it out to the side, and then slowly rounding it as you draw it up and over to the other side before dropping it back down into the center. And then keeping that roll going, slow and steady. Maybe going for one more, and then gently switching sides. Maybe the eyes are closed here. Just let yourself move. It really doesn't matter what it looks like. Allow yourself to tune in and really move in a way that serves you right now, moving intuitively. Let's go for one more round of breath. And just taking my hands maybe a little bit further forward. Softly dropping the hips a little bit down. And then gently drawing them back towards the heels. Softly shifting it forward, dropping the hips, opening across the chest. And then drawing them back towards the heels. Keep that movement going. Slowly, steadily. With control, but with a softness. Let's go for one more. And the next time, we're all the way forward. Gently dropping the hips all the way down onto the mat. Coming onto the forearms. So we're going to come into a Sphinx posture here. So maybe you want to have it quite like reasonably strong one with the elbows underneath the shoulders. Or maybe you want to take the elbows a little bit forward, make it more of a gentle one. I really encourage you to take the legs quite wide, maybe even wider than mat width apart. Gently letting them soften. Encouraging the heart a little bit forward. See if you can draw the shoulders down a touch. Lengthening through the neck. Maybe closing the eyes. And just breathe here. Letting the breath take your full focus. Feeling the tummy gently pressing into the mat on the inhale. And softening on the exhale. Let's go for one more. Deep inhale. On the exhale, just softly lowering the chest down. Bringing the hands underneath the forehead. Making like a little pillow for the head. Maybe it feels good to just wiggle the hips a little bit, side to side. Maybe slow, maybe fast. Just go with what feels right for you today. And then slowing them down. Coming back into a moment of stillness here. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Very gently starting to lift back up. We're going to send the hips all the way back towards the heels. So we're going to set ourselves up for our child's pose now. We're going to make it a supported one. So grabbing onto that pillow or bolster, whatever you've got. Bringing the bolster kind of in between the knees. So take the knees quite wide. We're going to make it a fairly wide-legged child's pose. And then your choice whether you want to use the blanket for this one underneath the head. Softly lowering the chest down onto the bolster or pillows. And your choice what you want to do with the arms here. Maybe you want to reach them back. Maybe you want to reach them forward. Maybe you want to hug the bolster or pillows in. Maybe closing the eyes if you haven't done so already. Starting to really let the body soften here. Gently releasing through the hips. Releasing through the lower back. All the way up the spine. Melting the shoulders down. Relaxing the neck, the jaw. Letting the face soften. Allowing the body to feel supported. Softening into that support. And staying with the breath. One more full round of breath. And very gently lifting the chest off. We're going to slowly rise up onto the hands and knees. And then gently stepping both knees on the left side of the bolster or pillows. And then gently lowering the right hip down. So it's kind of resting at the base of the bolster. Either having the knees on top of each other, or you can bring that left knee over the right ankle. And then we're going to softly twist the upper body and gently lower the chest down onto the bolster or pillows. And then just whichever cheek you want to rest down, letting it soften. And again, your choice of arms here. Maybe reaching them a little bit forward, maybe hugging that bolster. Again, closing the eyes if they aren't already. Breathing. Gentle twist through the spine here. Letting it soften. Letting it unwind, release it. And really allow yourself these moments here. These moments of stillness, these moments of quiet. Let yourself truly be present. Feeling the effects of the posture on the body. Noticing where you can let go. Perhaps with each exhale, you find just a little bit more softness, a little bit more gentleness. One more full round of breath. And very gently lifting the chest off. Gonna softly make our way back into that tabletop. Maybe it feels right to just have a little bit of a wiggle. Again, moving intuitively. Focus on what you feel throughout the body. And gently bring the knees over to the right side of the bolster. Lowering that left hip down. And taking whichever leg variation that you did on the other side, whether it's knees together or knee onto the ankle. Gently twisting through the upper body and then slowly laying the chest down. Softening here, settling in. Breathing. Taking one more full round of breath. And very gently lifting the chest back up. We're going to keep that hip down and then just slowly turning around. Take your time here. Going to gently bring the base of the spine to the base of the bolster. Grabbing onto the knees here and just going to take a couple of seated cat-cows. On the inhale, lifting the chest, opening across the heart. On the exhale, rounding it, hollowing through the chest. Keep that movement going. Maybe the eyes are closed. Maybe you want to add in some little wiggles on your own. I always find, especially with little period aches and such, that some wiggles help. Just move around a little bit, even if it's super gentle. And then slowing it down. Gently bring the feet in a little bit closer, and then we're just going to slowly lay down onto the bolster. You might have to adjust a little bit so that blanket becomes a little pillow underneath the head. And then your choice here, whether you take the feet wide, allowing the knees to drop in towards each other, or you can bring the soles of the feet together, allowing the knees to drop out to the sides. Your choice with the arms here. Maybe they just gently maybe they gently rest on either sides of the body. Maybe they rest on the tummy, really feeling the breath. Maybe one hand on the tummy, one hand on the heart. Taking some really deep, belly breaths here. Or maybe the arms reach softly overhead, finding a little bit more opening across the chest. I think that's maybe a little bit intense right now, so I'm just going to gently rest the hands on the tummy. Wherever the arms are, deepening the breath. Gently drawing the inhale down into the tummy. Really allowing the whole body to expand as it fills with air. And softening on the exhale, letting go. Notice where you might be holding on to tension. Maybe through the feet, maybe in the hair, maybe in the spine, maybe in the shoulder. Let it go. One more full round of breath. Very gently, if the knees are out to the sides, just bring the hands on the outsides of the thighs, gently lifting the legs back together, stepping the feet out wide, mat width apart or maybe even more. And then just very gently take the knees from side to side. Softly windshield wipering them. Slowly from one side to the other. And gently making your way onto one side, whichever one feels right for you today. Just taking a moment. And we're going to rise up however we want. And gently turn the body around to face the bolster again. Taking the feet out wide. And then we're going to come into a wide-legged fold here. So depending on how much space you've got in your hips, maybe you want to keep this, the bolster and the pillows as they are. Or if you feel like it's a little bit tight there today, then you can bring the bolster up onto its end and then gently rest the forehead down on the bolster. I've got a fair amount of space in my hips, so I'm going to lower down a little bit further. But really, be gentle with yourself. Go with what feels best here for you today. And let the legs soften a bit, so maybe the knees are a little bit soft. If you feel like you want extra support here, you might even want to bring some more blankets underneath the knees. And then wherever you are, closing the eyes. Allowing the body to soften. Finding that softness with each exhale. One more full round of breath. And then very gently lifting the chest. Maybe it feels good to roll through the back. Maybe it feels good to wiggle a little bit. And then we're going to bring the blanket behind us. So it kind of is going to act as a pillow in a sec. And then taking the bolster and twisting it around so it's short-wise on the mat. And then we're going to gently bring the feet over the bolster so that the knees are just over the bolster. And then slowly lay down. Bring that blanket underneath the head. And then we're going to press the feet into the mat, lifting the hips and just sliding the bolster or pillows underneath the hips. Coming into a supported bridge first, but then drawing the knees in towards the chest. Maybe it feels good to circle them a little bit. And then reaching the legs up into the air. Allow them to be really soft here. So finding a place where the legs stay up in the air with barely any effort at all. Arms can come onto the tummy or they can gently rest by the sides of the body. Closing the eyes. Letting any effort slowly melt down the legs and disappear into the mat. Notice what happens in the body Noticing any sensations and how they maybe change the longer you stay in the posture. Let yourself really feel what's going on within right now. Go for one more full round of breath. And very gently bending the knees, drawing them back in towards the chest. And then softly planting the feet back on the mat. Taking a moment here, really feeling the rush of blood returning to the feet. Maybe feels a little bit tingly. Staying here in our supported bridge for a few more breaths. One more full round of breath. And very gently lifting the hips off and just shifting that bolster back underneath the knees. Taking a moment here, just softly scanning the body. Noticing if there are any final bits of movement, any final little wiggles that the body's craving. If so, honor that. I quite like to just take the knees from side to side a couple of times again, just very gently twisting. And maybe drawing the knees in, maybe circling them a little bit, softly massaging the back along the mat. And just when you're ready, you're going to extend the legs out long. Allowing the bolster to provide a bit of support underneath the knees. And if you want to grab an extra blanket here to wrap yourself up, go for it. Getting nice and comfortable here. Eyes closed, body spacious. Leaving some breathing room between the limbs. Really allow the body to take up space. Settling here. Letting the back of the body grow heavy. Softly sinking into the mat. But maybe you feel this slight sense of lightness to the front of the body. Almost floating. Grounded, yet so very soft. Very, very gently start to deepen the breath. Start to bring a bit of gentle movement back into the body. Moving fingers, toes. When you're ready, allowing that movement to grow. Maybe it turns into a full body stretch. And just when you're ready, maybe hugging the knees in softly, making your way to lie on the side of the body. Allowing yourself a moment here. A moment just for you. When you're ready, gently making your way up into a comfortable seat. Wrapping the arms around the body, giving yourself a little squeeze, a little hug. And bring the palms together at the heart center, bowing the head in gratitude for the body, for all it does for you, for all it allows you to do, for yourself, for all the things that you're capable of. Bring the thumbs to touch the forehead for kind thoughts, to the lips for kind words, and to the heart for kind action. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thank you for giving yourself this time. Please do like, subscribe, share, all of that stuff. And if you do enjoy my videos, do check out my membership, Flow Society, which is even more exclusive content, lots of classes, fun stuff like that. Yeah, do say hi over on Instagram as well. All the links are in the description. Have a beautiful day.